fade to black, and we go 1 year later. Now, in the podcast, they suggest that we go 1 year later to a mental asylum for the criminally insane. And that's where we meet our seal friend, Walrus friend, Wallace again. Which would make sense. A sanitarium for criminally insane. There's no going back. He can't go back to a human after this. But no. He's
in a wildlife preserve.
It's an animal sanctuary. Which God knows I'm never taking my kid to this animal sanctuary. I take my kid to the zoo, and if we came across this exhibit,
I can safely say none of us is ever going to look at a walrus the same way ever.
Yeah,
again.
that to me,
the fact that
the last 60 seconds of this film is the most absurd.
The fact that they would put, because he's clearly not a walrus. No animal sanctuary is going to be
no one is. Who's going to say, let's leave this dude wrapped in human skin?
My brain had already been raped by the previous 35 minutes, so the last 60 seconds
No,
was
I'm
just
with
icing
Cody,
on the
though.
cake.
I'm like, what animal sanctuary? What Department of Parks
Anyone
and
besides me
Wildlife
try to
is gonna be
Regardless of how crazy he is, they're going to cut him out of that suit.
They are.
Anyone besides me think, how did he shit in that thing?
He's eating a lot of fish. It's lean protein. He's not
It
gonna
doesn't really matter.
eat a lot.
He should have been shot.
Exactly. He should have been shot.
Or sent to a sanitarium.
No, shot.
But it wouldn't have facilitated.
They
the
said in
whole
the podcast
crying
that they
thing.
thought about just shooting him in that final scene, and it would have been fine. That would have been a good ending.
Really?
Yes.
Because I thought the reason why they kept it going was to show that with the crying
No,
thing.
that's why they did it because there's a message there.
Message.
We flash once again to the girlfriend giving a monologue and acting exercise into the camera, where she tells him about when her grandpa lost their grandma, how they cried, and she said it's okay because crying is what separates us from the animals. It shows you have a soul.
Yeah.
So at the last shot, he won't come out of his little igloo to see them, but then they unwrap their newspaper and they throw the mackerel down there.
Right.
And he comes out to eat his mackerel.
Little igloo.
It is. It's a little igloo. It's like a doghouse he lives in, with a beach ball and a little kiddie pool. Well, again, the one animal sanctuary you never take your children to.
I understand.
And he starts crying. He looks at his friend, who's now banging his hot girlfriend.
It doesn't Osmond go, you don't have to hide from us, Wallace?
Well, first of all, if you really didn't want to make Wallace feel bad, you wouldn't go with her. Hey, Wallace.
Throw
him the fish.
While you're eating your raw fish, while you're eating your raw fish, I'm going to go have some of my own.
I'm like, what a dick move is that?
Only with my human teeth.
We come down here once a year. We take a break from our fucking animal sex, and probably a much more successful podcast now that...
We wrap a raw fish in a newspaper and throw it at his ass.
And we just throw you a fish once a year.
Wait till you start to cry, and then we go home and bang.
No shit, he's crying. He was probably okay. He finally got over it in that little igloo. Like, all right, this is what I'm going to be doing.
I don't think.
Wait, they're back.
I don't think he got over anything inside that little.
It's like the opposite of Christmas. You don't look forward to that one time a year where these two come and give you a fish.
Well, I mean,
because it reminds you of everything you lost.
If there's any semblance of humanity left, and with his little flipper hands, he could at least spell out "kill me" in the ground. I mean,
please kill me.
Thank you, Nada.
Nada, if I was trapped in a walrus skin made of human faces, and I begged you to kill me, would you do it?
No. I would leave you in there so you'll die slowly.
It's one angle.
It's the reason why we love her.
Yeah, she's honest.